Hey there, it's Derek from Pacific Coast Auto in Japan, and look at this, it's a BB Opendeck. No, it's not ours. Ours is over here. Look at that. There's two of them. Oh my gosh, I love these cars so much. We've had ours here for coming on 7 years now, and it has treated us really, really well. I very much love the BB Opendeck, and this one has all sorts of fun goodies that I wish I had on mine. And so, Andrew, if you're hearing this, cover your ears because I'm going to be stealing your front bumper, your pedals, your strut tower brace, the air intake, the suspension maybe. Just joking, I won't steal it. Anyways, we'll take a look at this car, we'll compare it to the auction inspection sheet. This one's going over to my good friend in Canada, and I think it's because I turned him on to the BB Opendeck. Look at this steering wheel. Oh my. Okay, switch this off for now. And yes, the push start button does work. Okay, so this one is 2001, and I think they only made these open deck versions of the BB for 2 years or something. The open deck is the one with the pickup truck style back end here, tailgate. I'll just show you this because that's kind of the party piece of it. This was a like a show car version of the BB that was so popular they decided to make it. You can stand on this. It's strong enough to stand on. You can fit a ton of stuff in the back. We use this as our cargo vehicle, and we can put eight tires in the car at one time, plus toolboxes, mufflers, and anything. Having this open section and these bars to tie things to gives you a lot of utility. You would think not very much in a small car. This is based on the Toyota Vitz platform. Vitz/Yaris/ whatever else it was called. Echo hatchback. And so you get the same reliable 1.5 liter engine with 108 horsepower. It's not that fast, but it is incredibly cool. I love the styling of it. I love the utility. I love how much space you get. It's so easy to drive. The mirrors are huge. The windows are huge, so you have good visibility. And it has this cool suicide door that the regular version didn't have. Now, mind you, you only get this door on one side. The other side has only one door, and this side has two. But absolutely screams concept car. And yeah, I'm so glad that somebody other than me likes the car enough to have gotten one. Okay, we'll do the rest of the regular report. Here we have a painted engine cover. Ours is black. You have an aftermarket oil filler. You have one of my favorite things. This TRD strut tower brace looks incredible. And I wish that I had it because there's nothing better than a nice stiff chassis. And honestly, the BB Opendeck is not like a modern car in chassis stiffness. It's not the worst, but it would be nice to have extra strength in there. You got an HKS intake with a pod filter. Do change that filter when you get a chance. Oil and coolant both look fine. And I kind of consider this to be one of the most reliable Toyota engines that there are. I change my oil once every 2 years. I know it sounds bad that I say that, but the engine is just going to go and go and go and go. And it's an economy car engine that they sold like literally millions of these engines because they were in 15 different Toyota cars. So, yeah. Oh, aftermarket hood. Cool, right? We'll close this up. Have a look. Okay, and that is a dealer option front bumper. Some places on the internet call it a TRD bumper, but sounds like it's just an aero bumper that came with it with integrated fog lamps. You can have a quick look at how that bumper there compares to the stock bumper. This one has one modification. We put some stitches on there. But yeah, original bumper, possibly TRD bumper. Original. Ooh, I like my car. It's nice to have had a car for 6 years and still like it so much. And we drive this every day for work. Okay, so let's have a look at the auction inspection sheet here. This one is a 2001 BB Opendeck. The Opendeck one is the one that you want. The regular one is still cool. Has a little bit more space inside. Has a closed trunk that you can lock stuff in. but the Opendeck is much cooler style-wise, in my opinion. 1.5 liter twin cam. It's an F-head engine. It's nice. Auction grade 3.5, interior B, power steering, power windows, and airbag. No sales points on here, so there were a bunch of stuff that were missing, like the strut tower brace, this TRD steering wheel. Grant took a look at the TRD steering wheel online, and he found one for sale for 160,000 yen. That's like $1,300 US for a steering wheel. I mean, it's the same one that's in multiple different cars that you can get, so it's kind of the Supra steering wheel or the Celica steering wheel or whatever you want to call it. But cool that you got that. Didn't even know about it. That's the fun of auctions, isn't it? So it says aftermarket parts without original replacements for them. Aftermarket wheels. They are the Advent 3-spoke wheels. Some people are going to be angry with me, but I think these are some of the ugliest wheels that you can find in a car, so sorry about that, Andrew. You also have painted calipers on there, and the rear is just drum brakes, so you don't get your painted calipers. Okay, says it comes with a BCAS card, which is for watching TV while you drive. Report says interior dirty, seat saggy. Deck interior has been painted. It's been painted black and not very well done, and has scratched. Aftermarket hood, various scratches, dents, and repairs. Hood replaced, scuff on the front bumper, paint fade, and some paint peeling, and A2 on the back. Okay, for the most part, I'm really happy with the condition. It's in better condition than my BB, and I would buy my BB in the same condition over again if I could. This one has the side skirts on it. Ours doesn't have the side skirts. We actually gave the side skirts to the owner of this car, because funny enough, they fit perfectly on an EF Honda Civic, which is what Andrew drives. Oh, camera on the ground. We got bicycle lady going by. Camera up. Okay, I guess I'll open this up because it's cool to see it open. And very nice to sit and eat a lunch. Before my handle broke, I used to eat my lunch on the back of this several days a week. The handles, yeah, they break a lot. On a lot of the ones that we've seen at auction, they have been broken. Okay, and I'll show you how the back system works. It's kind of stupid, but it doesn't really matter. You can't really drive the car with the back open. There's like a pass-through between the cabin and the trunk. And yeah, I'll get to it in a sec. Okay, so lightweight hood. Get that weight down for extra performance, right? The front bumper's a little bit lower than the original one, so you can't really lower the car too much. It is on lowering suspension, but it isn't adjustable in height. And so this is what you get. It's stiff, it feels good. It's not too stiff. Okay, you have a bit of fade in this section here and going up to this section here. Basically the same as on my car. Pardon my sniffles. It did come with a tonneau cover that covers this, and it clips into this. I just took it off because I didn't want to play around with it while I was shooting the video. We have some peeling on the top of this. So everywhere right here above is basically peeled the paint off, and the whole thing is a little bit faded. This one comes with the original exhaust, and you have a few areas of peeling paint here and here, with a blend line here from a repainted panel here. Okay, and then this section here has a little bit of wear and some slight color differences. This is plastic and this is metal, and it's pretty normal for paint to fade at different rates for something like that. Okay, this piece of trim has a little bit of a spotty look to it. The chrome on the mirrors is peeling, and the chrome on the front grille for the Opendeck is peeling, which is a bit of a shame because these Opendeck grills are exclusive to the Opendeck, obviously. Okay, I'll show you the back, and it's a little bit weird. So you can pull this to open up the back. You don't have a trunk, so what does that do? That opens up here. Now your dampers here unfortunately don't work, see? But this should hold itself up like this, right? And then this piece here can open up. Now I'm going to put the camera down so that you can see how I do that. You lift these up and you put that down. And so that gives you a pass-through. Now I'm going to go around to the front. Okay, and I'll take this seat down. It just goes down the exact same way. And move these seats forward a little bit to give room for that. Now, this one here and that one there are on the same level. So that was done intentionally so that you can carry stuff in the back to use it utility style, which is really cool, except for the fact that you can't drive it with that window not latched, and it can't latch when that bottom piece is in the lower section. So this is what happens when you turn a concept car into a real car. It's not really as utilitarian as you'd like it to be. You may be able to drive with this up, but I personally wouldn't. And then you possibly could do something. There actually is, and this is crazy, an aftermarket tent that you can buy for this that attaches to the back end so that you can sleep in it. This piece here, watch this. The seat does crazy things. Now, this is a little bit weird because I know the car pretty well and it does weird things, so I'm going to show you. This is outside of the scope of what we usually do, but take a look. You go like that, and then you push it down like this, and then you go like this, and then you go like this. And there is probably a better way to do this, but I haven't found it out yet. Now, you have the seat in an awkward position that you're literally never going to do. I know I don't. Actually, I have a few times to fit as much as I possibly can into the car. And then this, of course, the seat can go back. And that meets together with this. And then, in the sales brochures for this, you can see a guy sitting on the back of the seat here with his feet out like this. And that top window open. And an ocean or a beach or something like that in the background. And it was like, if you buy one of these, you can hang out on your weird seat. The only actual use I've gotten out of this seat was putting it into a weird shape, and then when Mike wasn't looking, and then when he went to sit in it, he was like, "Oh no, I fell into the seat." It was funny, but it was one of those things that you had to be there. Yeah, and it's kind of weird to do it. But there you go. You've got special multi-function seats that don't actually have any utility. Okay, so let's flip this back up. These seats in the back are a little bit cramped, but still definitely usable. And the third door, suicide door, is pretty cool. I dig it. I'll put this back after the video is done. For now, let's go into the interior here. And I'll move this seat back. You get a ton of room in here. Good room for your legs, good headroom. Very comfortable for me. They only came in automatic, sadly. I would definitely have a manual if I could. This one has aftermarket push start button. They didn't come with that from factory, but I believe that's from the Vitz Turbo. And I think you might have been able to get that as an option. Our Vitz Turbo that we used to own had that. There are those aftermarket put on. These, I guess I can light them up so that you can see. Weird screaming in the car, so that should be uninstalled. So you got a vacuum. The tachometer actually doesn't work, which is fine because you've got another tachometer over here. And in an automatic, you don't really need a tachometer. And then you have water temp and voltage. Okay, this one comes with a double DIN Navi unit from Strata, as well as a reverse camera in there. The AC works nice and well. It has this auxiliary box there that I'm not sure what it does. And then there's this, which I'm not sure what it does. Wireless Remote Control System, IPF. Sounds like a fog light thing. And there's this, which I also don't know what it is, with a dial underneath. And some more stuff I don't know. Techno Gear TG880 GPS, probably a radar detector. Okay, that is a steering wheel with an airbag in it, even though it's aftermarket. There's another airbag there. There's a shelf, drink holder, and extra drink holders here. And they're fairly functional as drink holders. These ones are stiff. Weird. Okay, this one has gray seats. Ours has yellow seats. I prefer the gray, actually. And then there's a Toyota air purifier there and some speakers that have been installed up there. Okay. And I guess that is everything. I would like to take this for a race and race it against mine to see which one's faster. Stock exhaust, aftermarket suspension, air filter, TRD strut tower brace, TRD steering wheel. It is cool. I guess that's going to be the end of the report. And yeah, if you want one of these, please buy them from me, because you're going to make me happier than any other exporter in Japan, because it is one of my favorite cars. Hope you enjoyed this report. Thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day.